Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. BTS's world tour continues as they head to their next destination, Brussels, Belgium. After successfully wrapping up their previous concerts, the group is now preparing for BTS_World Tour_ on July 1st and 2nd at King Baudouin Stadium, one of the largest stadiums in Belgium. Excitement among ARMY could already be felt long before the members arrived. Thousands of fans from around the world have gathered around the venue, while all preparations have been completed for what is expected to be one of the most unforgettable stops of this tour. The atmosphere before their departure also caught fans' attention. Jungkook, Jimin, and Jin were seen leaving their hotel to continue their schedule. Fans who had been waiting since early morning warmly welcomed them, and although the moment was brief, it clearly signaled that preparations for the Brussels concerts were officially underway. Now, all eyes are on King Baudouin Stadium, where BTS will once again deliver a spectacular performance featuring breathtaking choreography, powerful live stages, and heartfelt interactions with ARMY. Every stop on their world tour creates new memories, and Brussels is expected to become another unforgettable chapter. Amid the busy schedule, however, a simple Instagram post from J-Hope unexpectedly became a major topic among fans. Before departing for Belgium, he shared several photos taken inside the private jet. At first glance, the post looked like nothing more than ordinary travel photos. Yet, it ended up revealing a side of BTS's friendship that fans rarely get to see on stage. J-Hope has always been known for capturing small, genuine moments with the members. For years, he has consistently shared candid photos that offer glimpses into BTS's everyday life without feeling staged. His pictures often highlight the warmth, comfort, and closeness they share, which is exactly why this latest post quickly drew attention. In one of the photos, Jungkook and Jimin were seen resting during the flight to Brussels. There were no poses, no dramatic expressions, and nothing that appeared staged for the camera. Ironically, it was that very simplicity that made the photo feel so sincere. Jungkook appeared to be leaning comfortably as if trying to get some much-needed rest after their demanding schedule. Dressed entirely in black, he looked calm and relaxed. Above him, Jimin was also resting comfortably, seemingly finding a peaceful position during the long flight, enjoying a quiet moment without any sense of awkwardness or distance between them. The photo radiated a feeling that is difficult to put into words. There was no dramatic interaction or obvious fan service. Just two close friends who have grown accustomed to being around each other, quietly resting during a long journey. Perhaps that is why so many fans felt the image carried even greater emotional value than carefully planned photos. Moments like these serve as another reminder that the bond between the BTS members was built over many years. Together, they have gone through countless training sessions, their debut, world tours, hardships, and incredible achievements. The closeness we see today did not appear overnight. It is the result of years of shared experiences as teammates, friends, and family. Many fans welcomed J-Hope's post with warmth and appreciation. To them, it represented a simple yet meaningful snapshot of friendship, trust, and comfort among the members. Even in the middle of an exhausting tour schedule, the photo suggested that they could still find peace simply by being close to one another. However, as has happened several times before, the simple post also sparked negative reactions from a small portion of the fandom. Once again, discussions emerged about how some accounts within the Taekookers community seem to normalize attacking anyone who shares moments involving Jimin and Jungkook. Unfortunately, this is no longer an isolated incident. Similar patterns have appeared repeatedly over the years. Almost every time a BTS member posts a photo with Jimin, mentions him, or spends time with him, certain accounts flood the comment sections with accusations and speculation. The same thing happened after J-Hope's upload. Instead of viewing it as a simple travel photo, some users accused J-Hope of being a bad friend, disrespecting Taeyoung, intentionally pushing a certain narrative, and even betraying the relationship they personally believe in. All of these accusations stemmed from a photo that contained nothing more than a travel memory. The speculation did not stop there. Old conspiracy theories quickly resurfaced, with some claiming that J-Hope never wanted to upload the photo and was simply following instructions from the company. Within this narrative, nearly every action taken by BTS members is interpreted as part of a carefully orchestrated strategy. Yet the much simpler explanation is often ignored. It is entirely possible that J-Hope simply wanted to share a moment he found meaningful, just as most people post vacation or travel photos on social media. Not every upload has to carry a hidden meaning or serve as evidence for a particular theory. Another theory that resurfaced involved body language analysis. Some accounts claimed Jungkook looked uncomfortable sitting near Jimin. However, if the photo is viewed objectively, most of Jungkook's face is covered, making it nearly impossible to determine his expression. There is simply no reliable basis for concluding how he felt from a single still image. This phenomenon illustrates how conclusions are often formed first, and then photos are interpreted to fit pre-existing beliefs. If Jungkook smiles, people claim the smile is forced. If he does not smile, they say he is uncomfortable. If he is with Jimin, they claim he was instructed to be there. If he is not with Jimin, they argue he is deliberately keeping his distance. Regardless of the situation, the conclusion always seems designed to support the same narrative. Ironically, the double standard became especially obvious in J-Hope's post. When the photo first appeared in lower quality, many Taekookers accounts mistakenly believed the people in the picture were Jungkook and Taeyoung. Their reaction at that time was completely different. J-Hope was praised as the best friend, thanked for sharing the picture, and the post was celebrated as proof supporting their beliefs. A short time later, however, the image became clearer, and people realized the individuals in the photo were actually Jimin and Jungkook. Almost instantly, the praise disappeared. The same J-Hope who had been celebrated only minutes earlier was suddenly criticized, accused of being fake, disrespecting Taeyoung, intentionally fueling rumors, and even pressured to delete his post. Such a dramatic shift reveals something important. The issue was never that J-Hope uploaded the photo. If posting it had truly been the problem, the criticism would have appeared from the beginning. Instead, the exact same post was celebrated until people realized it featured Jimin and Jungkook. The reaction changed only after the identities became clear, suggesting that the real issue was not the post itself, but the fact that it did not fit the narrative some people wanted to believe. Sadly, J-Hope is far from the first person to experience this. Over the years, many individuals have been targeted simply for interacting with Jimin or sharing moments involving him. The criticism has not been limited to BTS members. Staff, photographers, and even people around the group have also faced waves of negative comments. On several occasions, even family members have been dragged into these fandom disputes. Jimin's father once received inappropriate comments simply for showing support for his son. Likewise, Jungkook's mother has also been pulled into similar speculation despite having no involvement whatsoever. When family members become targets of online arguments, it is clear that the situation has crossed a line. Differences of opinion within a fandom are perfectly normal. Everyone has the right to their own interpretations, perspectives, and favorite pairings. However, those differences should never become an excuse to attack others, spread baseless accusations, or force a particular narrative onto everyone else. In the end, this was simply a photo capturing the BTS members sharing a quiet moment together during a busy world tour. Yet the reactions it received demonstrate how a single image can generate vastly different perspectives within a fandom. What do you think about this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and please remember to keep the discussion respectful. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest BTS updates. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.